Grandmother sits on her cozy front porch, her knitting needles clicking softly as she crafts a vibrant purple scarf for her granddaughter. The little girl nestles close, her head resting against Grandma's shoulder. For a moment, everything feels perfect, until the child tilts her head up, her brow furrowing. With the unfiltered honesty only a kid can muster, she whispers, "Grandma, why do you smell different?" It's a tiny question, but it lands like a punch. Grandma's heart sinks. She showers every morning, wears freshly laundered clothes, and keeps her home spotless. So why this? Why now? If that moment stings your heart, or if you've ever felt a loved one pull back just a fraction, stay with me. I'm about to unravel a truth no one talks about, one that affects millions of us as we age. It's not your fault, it's not about hygiene, and best of all, it's fixable. In just a few minutes, I'll share simple, shame-free ways to turn back the clock on how you smell, so you can feel confident, connected, and close to the people you love again. Let's dive in. 1. The silent shift, why aging changes how you smell. Imagine you're at a family picnic, the kind with checkered tablecloths and laughter floating on the breeze. You've showered that morning, put on your favorite crisp shirt, and dabbed on a bit of deodorant. You feel ready to soak in the joy of the day. But as you lean in to hug your niece, she hesitates, just for a split second, before pulling back with a shy smile. Later, your grandson scrunches his nose during a game of catch. You can't help but wonder, what's going on? Am I missing something? Here's a truth that hits hard but sets you free. After 60, your body starts to tell a different story through its scent. It's not because you're slacking on hygiene or forgetting your soap. It's biology shifting gears, and no one warns you about it. Let's unpack this so you can take control. Your body's like a finely tuned machine, and sweat is one of its unsung heroes. When you were younger, sweat was your body's way of flushing out toxins. Think of it as a natural spring cleaning. But as you age, your sweat glands slow down. Less sweat sounds like a win, but here's the catch. Those toxins don't vanish. They linger just beneath your skin, mingling with natural oils and creating a scent that's subtle but distinct. You might not notice it, but others can, and it's not because you're dirty. It's just your body working differently. Then there's your skin, which has its own tale to tell. In your 20s and 30s, your skin produced sebum, an oil that kept it soft and glowing. After 50, that sebum starts to change, brewing a compound called 2-nonenal. Don't let the science why name scare you. It's just a molecule with a musty, slightly greasy vibe that researchers link to what some call aging scent. Here's the frustrating part. Your nose often misses it on yourself. It's like trying to hear your own voice the way others do. It's tricky. That's why a loved one's reaction can catch you off guard. And let's not overlook your mouth. As we age, saliva production takes a hit, especially if you're on medications for things like blood pressure or arthritis. Saliva's your mouth's bouncer, kicking out bacteria before they cause trouble. With less of it, bacteria throw a party, churning out sulfur compounds that don't just mess with your breath. They amplify your overall scent, even after you've scrubbed down in the shower. So what does this all mean? You're not failing at cleanliness. You're not less than. Your body's just playing by new rules, and nobody gave you the memo. But here's the empowering part. You can rewrite this chapter. It's not about scrubbing until your skin's raw or dousing yourself in fragrance. It's about understanding what's happening and making small, smart changes to work with your body. By the end of this, you'll have the tools to feel fresh, confident, and close to the people you love. No mystery scent required. 2. The perfume trap. Why spraying more makes it worse. It's Sunday dinner, and your house is alive with the aroma of roasted chicken and garlic mashed potatoes. Your grandkids are due any minute, and you want to feel your absolute best. You head to the bathroom, catch your reflection, and reach for that familiar bottle of cologne or body spray. A quick spritz on your neck, another on your chest, and, why not, a little cloud to walk through for good measure. You smile thinking, I'm ready. You're expecting warm hugs and big grins. But when your granddaughter bounds in, she gives you a quick squeeze, then darts to crack open the window. Your son-in-law's handshake feels a bit stiff. Even your dog, usually glued to your side, sniffs the air and trots away. What just happened? Here's the truth, and it might sting a little. More fragrance isn't your friend, it's often your foe. That 2-nonenal compound we mentioned earlier, the one tied to aging scent, it's like an uninvited guest at a party. When you layer cologne or body spray over it, you're not sending it packing. Instead, you're mixing it into a cocktail that's stronger, heavier, and, let's be honest, less pleasant than you intended. It's like trying to cover a burnt toast smell with vanilla extract. You don't fix the problem, you create a bizarre new one that's even harder to ignore. Think about it this way. Your skin's chemistry shifts as you age, becoming a unique canvas. Perfumes and sprays, especially those packed with alcohol and synthetic chemicals, don't play nice with that canvas. They cling to your skin's oils, react with that too nonenal, and linger in ways that scream, trying too hard instead of fresh and clean. I once knew a man named Tom who swore by his cedarwood cologne. He'd douse himself before every family gathering, thinking it made him seem youthful. But his daughter finally admitted it made her dizzy. It wasn't him, it was the clash of scents. Tom was crushed, but it was a wake-up call. So what's the smarter move? Step away from the spray bottle and lean into simplicity. You don't need to smell like a department store counter. You need a routine that tackles the root of the issue, not masks it. Start with a gentle, fragrance-free soap that cleans without adding new layers. Focus on the spots where odor hides, more on that soon. And give your skin a chance to breathe. Your natural scent, when cared for, is warm and human, not something to drown out. This isn't about giving up what makes you feel good. It's about swapping a quick fix for a lasting one. Because when you stop fighting your body and start working with it, something beautiful happens. You walk into a room, and people don't notice your cologne, they notice you. They lean in closer, stay longer, and love you for the real, confident you. Isn't that worth more than any bottle on the shelf? 3. The 3 spots you're missing, and why they matter most. Let's get straight to the point. Body odor isn't a full-body conspiracy. It's not sneaking out from every pore or tagging along with every step. In fact, about 90% of it comes from just 3 key areas, small, sneaky spots that most of us breeze past in the shower. If you're lathering up head to toe without giving these zones some extra love, you're putting in more effort than you need and still missing the mark. Ready to zero in? Let's break it down. First up, skin folds. These are the cozy, tucked-away corners of your body. Under your arms, behind your ears, under your chest, around your belly button, even behind your knees. They're warm, they're moist, and they don't get much air, which makes them a 5-star resort for odor causing. Bacteria. I remember my Aunt Clara, who'd spend 20 minutes scrubbing her arms and legs, but barely touch the crease under her chin. She'd wonder why she caught a whiff of something off by lunchtime. It wasn't her whole body. It was those neglected folds throwing a bacteria party. A quick, gentle scrub with a washcloth can shut that party down. Next, we've got hairy areas. Your scalp, underarms, chest hair for the gents, or even that patch on your lower back. Hair's like Velcro for sweat, oils, and environmental smells. Think cigarette smoke from a restaurant or exhaust from a busy street. Here's a surprise. Bacteria love hair more than bare skin because it gives them a textured playground to cling to. If you're just rinsing your hair in the shower or giving your underarms a quick swipe, those odors might stick around like unwanted house guests. A light scrub with a mild soap, especially on your scalp or underarms, evicts them fast. Finally, high sweat zones. These are your palms, the soles of your feet, and, yes, I'm going there, between your toes. Your feet are the unsung heroes of scent, working overtime to make their presence known. Ever notice how your shoes smell fine one day and funky the next? That's sweat and bacteria teaming up in a confined space. And don't sleep on your hands. They touch everything, transferring odors to doorknobs, steering wheels, even your favorite recliner. I once helped a friend, Mike, figure out why his car smelled odd. Turned out, it wasn't his gym bag. It was his unwashed feet leaving traces on the pedals. So how do you tackle these hotspots? It's not rocket science, and you don't need a cabinet full of products. Grab a soft washcloth or a natural sponge, something gentle enough for aging skin but firm enough to lift buildup. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap to keep things neutral. Spend an extra minute on those folds, hairy spots, and sweaty zones. And here's the big one, dry thoroughly. Pat every crease, every toe, every fold until it's bone dry. Leftover moisture is like leaving the door open for bacteria to move back in. This isn't about turning your shower into a marathon. It's about 5 focused minutes that change everything. Your clothes stay fresher, your hugs feel warmer, and that quiet confidence you've always carried, it's back, shining brighter than ever. 4. Water, the secret weapon you're not using enough. Picture this. Every morning, Margaret shuffles into her sunny kitchen, her slippers whispering against the linoleum. She flips on the kettle for tea, maybe pours a glass of orange juice if she's feeling fancy. Water, it's an afterthought, maybe a quick sip with lunch, another at dinner if she's parched. Most days, she's lucky to hit 2 cups total. She doesn't feel thirsty, so she assumes she's fine. But by mid-morning, she's dragging. Her mouth feels like cotton, her skin looks dull, and no matter how much she showers, a faint, stubborn scent lingers. She's frustrated, wondering what she's missing. Then her doctor drops a bombshell during a routine checkup. "Margaret, you don't need more meds or fancy creams. You need more water." It sounds almost laughably simple, like advice from a bygone era. But Margaret gives it a shot, and within a week, she's stunned. Her energy's up, her skin feels softer, and that pesky odor? It's fading like a fog lifting at dawn. Here's why this matters. Water isn't just about quenching thirst. It's your body's internal janitor, sweeping out toxins and keeping everything running smoothly. Shocking stat. Nearly 70% of older adults drink less than 4 cups a day. That's nowhere near enough to flush out waste, support your organs, or keep your scent in check. When you're dehydrated, toxins pile up in your cells, your bloodstream, even your skin. Your body tries to push them out through sweat or breath, which makes your natural scent stronger and less pleasant, like a backed-up drain that can't clear itself. Want to turn that around? It's easier than you think. Start tomorrow with 1 glass of warm water, 8 ounces first thing, before your coffee or toast. Warm water's gentler on your stomach and jumpstarts digestion, clearing out toxins that build up overnight. From there, aim for 6 to 8 cups spread across the day. 1 mid-morning, 1 before lunch, 1 in the afternoon, maybe a small one before bed. Don't gulp it all at once. Sip steadily, like you're savoring a good story. Worried about bathroom dashes? Your body adjusts in a week or 2, especially if you ease into it. And here's a pro tip. Add a slice of lemon or cucumber if plain water feels boring. It's not about flavor, it's about making the habit stick. I knew a guy, Frank, who swore he hated water until he started tossing in a mint leaf. Now he's up to 7 cups a day, and his wife says he smells like himself again. Water's not a trendy detox tea or an expensive supplement. It's free, it's powerful, and it's sitting right there in your kitchen. Try it for 7 days, just 1 week. You'll feel lighter, cleaner, and more like the you who used to bound out of bed. Because when you give your body what it craves, it doesn't just thank you, it transforms you from the inside out. 5 habits to transform your scent from the inside out. You might think scent is all about what you slather on, soap, deodorant, a spritz of something floral. But let me let you in on a secret. The real magic happens inside you. How you move, what you eat, the little rituals you weave into your day, they shape how you smell more than any product ever could. These aren't big, life-altering changes. They're simple, powerful habits that work quietly to make you feel fresh, confident, and connected. Ready for 5 game changers? Let's dive in. Shower smart, not scalding. A daily shower's your foundation, but skip the steaming hot water. It strips your skin's natural oils, leaving it dry and prone to trapping odors, like a sponge that won't let go. Warm water with a gentle, fragrance-free soap keeps your skin balanced and your scent neutral. Make it a morning ritual, and it's like hitting reset on your day. Pro tip: sing a favorite tune to make those minutes fly. Move in the light. Just 20 minutes of light walking in the morning sun, around your block, through a park, does more than stretch your legs. It boosts circulation, balances hormones that affect your skin and sweat glands, and triggers healthy sweat that clears toxins. Sunlight lifts your mood, too, and nothing smells better than feeling alive. I knew a woman, Ruth, who started strolling her garden daily. A month later, her daughter noticed she seemed brighter, in scent and spirit. Eat odor busters. Your plate's a secret weapon. Load up on fruits and veggies, apples, berries, spinach, cucumbers. These are packed with antioxidants that neutralize odor-causing compounds before they hit your skin. Think of them as your body's internal air freshener. Swap out heavy, processed foods for a colorful salad or a juicy peach. It's not just good for your heart, it's a gift to your scent. Cherish your mouth. Your mouth's a bigger player than you think. Bacteria love to hide on your tongue, churning out odors that sneak past your breath. Brush it gently every morning with your toothbrush, then brush and rinse after meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Consider a natural mouthwash for an extra boost. A clean mouth doesn't just mean fresh breath. It cuts down odors that escape through your skin. My neighbor Joe started this habit, and his poker buddies stopped joking about his coffee breath. Trade odor makers for cleansers. Love your coffee or evening wine. They're fun, but they dehydrate you, drying out your mouth and intensifying scent over time. Cut back a bit and lean into water, fiber-rich foods like oatmeal or quinoa, or hydrating snacks like watermelon. These keep your body flushed and balanced. Small swaps add up. Less coffee, more cucumber slices, and your scent shifts without you even trying. These habits aren't about perfection, they're about progress. Take Sarah, 68, who added a morning walk and a sliced apple to her lunch. 2 weeks later, her grandkids stopped scooting away during movie nights. They curled up closer, giggling through popcorn fights. That's the beauty of small changes. They don't just freshen your scent. They bring back warmth, connection, and the real you shining bright. 6. The invisible culprit, your clothes, bed, and shoes. Meet Clara. She's got her routine down pat. Warm showers with a gentle, fragrance-free soap, a tall glass of water first thing in the morning, and a brisk walk to greet the day. She pulls on her favorite cardigan, soft and familiar, and feels like she's ready to take on the world. But by lunchtime, something's not right. Her husband hesitates before leaning in for a kiss, his brow furrowing slightly. Her niece curls up next to her on the sofa, then slides to the other end with a polite smile. Clara's stumped. She checks her breath, mini fresh. Sniffs her underarms, squeaky clean. It's not until she slips off her loafers and catches a whiff of her socks, those cozy, well-loved ones she's worn a few times without washing, that the penny drops. The smell isn't coming from her. It's coming from what's touching her. Here's a revelation that might hit like a lightning bolt. Sometimes the odor bothering those around you isn't your body. It's your clothes, your bedding, or your shoes. Fabrics are like sponges, soaking up sweat, oils, and bacteria with every wear. If you're not washing them properly or often enough, those scents don't just linger, they thrive. Heat from your body or a warm day can reactivate them, turning yesterday's workout or last week's spill into today's problem. It's like a time capsule of smells you didn't even know you were carrying. Let's start with clothes. That shirt you wore for a few hours and hung back in the closet, thinking, it's still good? It's not. Even if it looks clean, your body leaves behind invisible traces, sweat, skin cells, oils, that bacteria love to feast on. Socks, underwear, and shirts that hug your skin should hit the laundry basket after one wear. And when you wash, make sure everything's bone dry before folding. Damp clothes stuffed in a drawer or tossed in a hamper breed musty odors faster than you can say laundry day. If you've got a sunny backyard, hang them out to dry. Sunlight's a natural disinfectant that zaps bacteria like magic. Now bedding. Your sheets, pillowcases, and blankets cuddle up to you for hours every night, collecting everything your skin sheds, oils, dead cells, even a bit of sweat. Most folks wash their bedding once a month, maybe less, and that's a recipe for trouble. Those cozy linens can start to smell before you notice, undoing all your hard work to stay fresh. Aim to wash sheets and pillowcases weekly, and dry them thoroughly, ideally in fresh air. It's like giving your bed a clean slate to keep you smelling as good as you feel. Shoes and pillows deserve a mention, too. Your favorite sneakers or loafers trap foot sweat like nobody's business, and that smell can creep into socks or even your car's floor mats. Rotate your shoes daily to let them air out, and toss socks in the wash after every use. As for pillows, if you've been sleeping on the same one for years without a wash, it's holding on to more than memories. Clean it every few months or replace it yearly. Clara swapped her socks, washed her sheets, and aired out her shoes. A week later, her niece was back on the couch, snuggling close through an entire movie. Clean fabrics aren't just laundry, they're the key to keeping your freshness locked in, so every hug feels as warm as it should. 7. From distance to warmth, reclaiming connection. For years, Harold felt a quiet ache he couldn't quite name. It was in the way his son's hugs grew brief, the way his book club friends seemed to lean back during chats, the soft click of a window opening when he sat too close. He showered daily, shaved with care, and wore crisp shirts, yet something felt off, like an invisible wall between him and the people he loved. He wondered if he was imagining it, but the doubt gnawed at him. Then he made a few small changes. Warm water instead of hot, a morning glass of water, fresh socks every day, and a gentle scrub behind his ears. One Sunday, his son came over, plopped down beside him, and stayed. No open windows, no excuses. They watched a ball game, shoulder to shoulder, and Harold felt something shift, not just in the air, but in his heart. This journey isn't about body odor, it's about connection. It's about the grandchild who lingers in your embrace, the friend who pulls their chair closer, the confidence that comes from knowing you're truly yourself. Every tip we've shared, smarter showers, more water, cleaner clothes, isn't about chasing some unattainable ideal. It's about tearing down that unseen barrier scent can build, letting you reclaim the warmth and closeness you deserve. Because aging isn't just about years, it's about the moments that make those years rich. Take Ethel, a spry 72-year-old who'd noticed her granddaughter's visits growing shorter. The girl would dash in, wave hello, and bury herself in her phone. Ethel tried everything, new soaps, a spritz of lavender, but nothing clicked. Then she started sipping warm water each morning, washing her sheets weekly, and eating a handful of berries with lunch. A month later, her granddaughter ran in, wrapped her in a bear hug, and whispered, "Grandma, you smell like home." Ethel's eyes brimmed with tears. It wasn't just about scent, it was about feeling seen again. These stories, though woven from imagination, echo real truths shared by so many. "I feel human again," one viewer wrote after trying these habits. "My daughter stopped stepping back during hugs." Those words carry weight, years of quiet hurt transformed into healing. Taking care of your scent isn't about shame or vanity. It's about love, love for the people you hold dear and love for the person you've become through decades of laughter, lessons, and life. You've earned respect with every wrinkle and gray hair. Don't let something as fixable as scent dim that shine. These steps are simple, grounded in how your body works, and cost next to nothing. They don't mask who you are, they let the real you glow. Picture this. The morning sun spills through your window as you sip your water, slip on fresh socks, and step into the day. Your grandchild barrels toward you, arms wide, and doesn't let go. That's not just a moment, it's yours to claim. So take it back with care, wisdom, and a little self-love. You're worth it. Your turn. What's your story? As the morning sun spills through your window, imagine this. You step out of the shower, pull on a fresh shirt, and sip a glass of water. Your grandchild bounds in, wraps you in a hug, and stays there, smiling. That's not just a moment. It's a gift you can give yourself. So tell me, what surprised you most today? Was it the science of tu-non-enol? The power of clean socks? The magic of a single glass of water? Drop a comment below. I read everyone, and your story might inspire someone else to take that first step. If this resonated with you, hit subscribe for more tips to live better, love deeper, and feel like the vibrant, confident you at any age. Here's to closeness, connection, and a fresh new day.